This one's the backpack. Yeah, I'm gonna continue solving my puzzle for a little bit, and then I'll end off my stream. Yeah. I hope people weren't expecting too much from, like, the Nintendo in general. To throw out, like, a lot of different headliners and stuff. Figuring out puzzles. Wow, I'll stop falling down. Yeah, this is definitely top hat. Question is, this one? Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is a Meta Knight hat. You always gotta start with, like, the pieces that are more obvious to you. Oh, no, 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 no. Can't find any more of Kirby's hat. Am I missing something? I must be missing something. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So I was missing something. That does not look right. That is not looking right as well. Oh. This looks like a Meta Knight shoulder blade. It does. It's like, this is what I mean. Definitely looks like a Meta Knight shoulder blade now I look at it, yeah. So that's not a piece I need right now. This is a gear. There's no real gears on the picture, so that means this must be... Well, it's a small gear, though. Oh, there it is, on the Meta Knight's hat. There we go. I keep finding Meta Knight pieces. Like, those are not the pieces I want right now. I'll switch this over to just chatting. No more special events. I'll probably go at this puzzle for a little bit longer and then I have to call it there because I don't want to go on for the whole day if I'm potentially going to be streaming today. Let's see. Oh, hey. Put these two together at least. There we go. Oh, you can't see it on my webcam, but I made that. Right there. like, yeah, we're here. You just have to find us. Why are you hiding? Because you placed us in this giant pile of a mess. So it's your fault. God dang it, why do you have to use logic against me? Me. Okay, so the M is like the... Ooh. That broke. It should be... right there. Oh yeah, no, it looks like right there, yeah. Nope. Ah, wait. Is that a gear? That's a gear. Ooh. Ah! Got freaking puzzle piece. Let. I kept putting the pieces upside down of what I want them to be. Or what they need to be, I should say. Not want them. I want them to be like a different way, and then just like, nope, that's not the right way. I need to find that song again that was on that one game. I remember it. It's a Konami game now, so I need to figure out what kind of Konami game it was. That was like that was like a childhood song. There we go. There we go. I connected those pieces together. These types of puzzles, I like puzzles. Both in like physical and like video game. But as long as the puzzles are reasonable. If you have like a bunch of these colors, like same colors, and you just have to figure out without have drastically different puzzle pieces, and they just like barely are different, I'm not the biggest fan of those. And same thing with video games, it's just like if it's barely manageable, then it's like it's not really a worthwhile puzzle in my book. Learning that the hard way. Oh, there's a bit of pink. Kirby is coming along. Yeah, thanks, George. Did you just get back home? I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. It's more of like I don't want this specific puzzle to be incomplete per se, but I know I don't want to stream for too long. Mainly because I want to do other things today, and I need to do other things today. So this is mainly, that's a pink. Is there any other pink around here? I guess like there's that ruby right there. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, the direct happened, and it was, in my opinion, kind of mid, but there are some things that people liked about it, so there's that. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. So if I'm gonna, because I might do another stream today. Yeah, I might do another stream today. So again, like I'm just gonna stream for a little bit longer. Yeah, people will see the results. Like this stuff will not be moved that much, but because I like to use a lot of my desk space, I'm probably gonna try to finish this as soon as possible, kind of thing. So I might consider just like randomly streaming. Maybe tomorrow, even if I do a session or not, but I'm not 100% certain yet. I mean, it's coming along. Like, it is straight up coming along. So, it's gonna be done. It's not gonna take me too much longer. It's like probably just gonna give me like another hour or two, really. So I don't know if I would. Well, Friday's tomorrow, so yeah, it's almost the weekend. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, Friday is tomorrow. So actually, you know what? I want to see, what does the Twitter say? Because now the direct out. Oh yeah, and then there is the Sony State of Play happening in 4 hours. If the Sony State of Play happened like soon after, like in like an hour or two, I wouldn't be against streaming that, because I do kind of like some Sony games. But other than that, like, yeah, there's not much today. I know a lot of people were hoping for Tomodachi Life, and personally, I would have hoped for Tomodachi Life. I liked it. But since now it's pretty much not announced, yeah. I do like how A Thousand Door finally's gotten like a remaster where people are excited. Apparently, I just saw on Twitter just briefly saying that there was one unique toad that was never appeared in the original, which suggests that this might be a not just a remaster, but an actual full-on remake. Well, I wouldn't say full-on remake, no. A remake of sorts, which interesting. Gotta push some of this stuff off to the side and more up, because I'm running out of space at the bottom for this. This looks like a gear. I know people are going back to bed today because waking up early, unless they have to for like work or anything like that, is not in their curriculum. This looks like another gear. Okay, so that does fit like that. I'm looking for the gears now. Acoustic guitars is always so soothing. To me, at least. That's a Meta Knight thing. Oh, I dropped a piece again. Ah, right there. This is part of Meta Knight's hat-ish. Always the backwards eyes. Like Kirby's mostly done. Oh, it looks like the F-Zero is already. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm making a hat of Kirby now. I mean, the more pieces I use, the more clear my desk space will be. Oh, there's a Meta Knight hit. Ah, frick. It's a piece that I can't use right now. Like, this is the head. Let's just put it upside down, and then he looks sad. I wonder why Magalore is also on this. I don't know that character though. It's like, it almost feels like it's Kirby's friends. Like, I know King DD is not fully a friend because there are still games where he is pretty much like a main boss villain kind of thing. But still, kind of funny. This piece. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's a Magalore winking. Oh, there's a Meta Knight eye. Another piece I can't add fully. There we go. I'll turn off my webcam so you can kind of see what I'm going at with the Meta Knight. Right there, see? More off table, but you know what? Gotta work with it. Oh. Looks like I might be streaming today, just so I can get more sessions in. And I gotta do some stuff to prepare for that. So yeah, I'll probably go at this for another like 20-30 minutes. And then call it there. Rest up. And where did I put that Magalore eye? Yeah, there it is. rest up and, like, you know, just get ready for that stream, because I gotta do some preparations for that. I've been needing to do some preparations for, like, the next Dragon Warrior stream, because I need to actually look up some what was it? Some monsters to breed with, because putting it upside down, Jesus. I need to figure out what monsters to make, because I'm running out of space, and our monsters are clearly getting more difficult to use, so I need to figure out some utilization. As far as I know, Jamie says as long as nothing distracts her or takes her attention away, she should be fine today. So I'm gonna take that as more of like there's a high chance. Is that guaranteed? No, it's not. But it does at least give the potential that it could happen. So, as of right now, I'm just gonna say that's gonna be a thing. Alright, that's more towards the bottom. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm making pieces, various different pieces as I go, and I know that I could make more. Should be a rack around here? No. Is it like that? Yeah, no, it's like this. And then I just need the Kirby head. Oh, this is worse, I think. There we go. Okay. Ooh. I know I saw another pink piece around here. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay. Something like this, potentially. So there's another two pinkish pieces I'm looking for, because there's like a corner right there. Putting all the Magalor pieces off the side. I guess, like, yeah, they all fit like that. Yeah, because, like, it wouldn't make any other sense. Gotta move the pieces. Because Magalor goes on top of Kirby. Because that's the middle piece. And the Waddle Dee goes over here. There we go, something like that. So it has to be like that. Oh, okay, so it's the other ear right here. Almost there. I feel like I'm so close on some of these. Looking for the pieces are... Wow. This looks like it. Hey. But still not covering these two pieces. I guess I could find the red feet Kirby, because Kirby's left foot is shaded in like that. I should probably do this, because this makes it a little bit easier to find certain pieces. Fire Select. The Fire Select theme for Mario 64 is definitely one of my favorite themes from that game, and would argue be one of my favorites of all time. Like, it is such a underrated theme in my opinion. S'mores like in the middle, but none of these pieces align with that, so... Well, let's see. This way is better. Because I could do it... That wouldn't make sense, yeah. No, that's what I thought. I was putting it upside down again! There we go, I put it in the wrong direction.
Finally, that piece is connected. Find another red piece. I might be able to connect this together. The red foot. It does have lines, so... Ah, man, that looks so nice. Ah, there it is. Right then and there. Okay. So, spread you guys. Oop. I think I'm gonna have to do it like lengthwise, almost. I don't think I can fit everything on this desk. My desk is too small. Dude, I love the Zelda theme. The new Tears of the Kingdom. I can't find the pink pieces for this. Might just have to give up on them for the stream. I've been looking for them too. I guess I could start with the scroll next, since I got most of this stuff ready up. Because I see a lot of the scroll stuff, and that seems pretty self-explanatory. Found a Meta Knight piece. Oh, no, that's not a Meta Knight piece. It goes right up there. That looks like Meta Knight. Oh, wait, no. I thought Meta Knight's face was a lot smaller, or a lot lower. You know, I should probably just have guards around here. I'm gonna do something like this. I should probably consider getting some guards around here. Not much left there. Yeah, I think I have to turn it like this. In order for it to fit on my desk, I have to do it like this. Oh well. Well, I'll call it there. I streamed for like 3 hours. So I'm probably gonna call it there. Thanks George for watching. Thanks for everyone who dropped in and say hi. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I was building that piece, but I don't plan on... Oh, Frog, you're here. Oh, you just got here? Yeah, no, I was just like, I watched a Nintendo Direct and I was building my puzzle piece. This is what I got a bit here. How was your stream, my dude? I mean, I don't mind going on for a little bit longer. I woke up early just so I can watch the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, no, I was like legit. I legit said the Direct was mid. It wasn't bad. It was far from the worst Direct I remember seeing, but it's definitely not one of the best. Like the best one was like last year, like in June, or like last year in fall or something. Like basically, like one of the last year's Directs was like I consider one of the best that Nintendo does because they had like so many good games, and for so many different people. This one was like, I am excited for just the Platoon DLC and Thousand Year Door. They revealed some games, like some of the big games, like Luigi's Mansion 2, which now don't have Dark of the Moon subtitle. It's just literally just the port of the 3DS. It doesn't really, they didn't really do much to it. That's where I'm like a little bit upset about, because it just like they could have done a lot more like what they did with Luigi's Mansion 3, like remade it with Luigi's Mansion 3 engine, but they just look like they ported over the 3DS models and everything, and it still looks a little bit rough. Yeah, I don't know. It just the frame rate still seems stuttery because it worked on the 3DS's, and that's why. They should do that, yes. It does look like online's a bit rough and still as simplistic as it was in 2, which still was pretty good, but still it was like 3 did a lot more with the multiplayer. So it's like they should have done with 3 engine. And the Princess Peach game I was kind of looking forward to, but then it's like after looking at it, I'm not 100% certain with it. I think it's mainly because it's like there's not much to go about it. I wasn't expecting that too. It's actually not Super Mario 99. It was actually Super Mario 35. But yeah, I get the gist. They're doing a lot of 99 franchise, or at least the numbered franchise. F-Zero was definitely unexpected. But there was like reports of like an F-Zero remaster of some kind. I guess that was it. And then there was like a Mario and Donkey Kong, virtually Donkey Kong one that was confirmed true. So yeah, I wasn't. Oh, this is not what I was expecting for it. I need to change my now I just play this out because I like the song. Still no Metro. I always have like the unrealistic unrealistic games, and my go-tos are always what was it? Tomodachi Life from the 3DS, whether it be like a remaster of the 3DS or a sequel. I don't care, either or. I like that. Nintendo Land from Wii U, because I honestly think Nintendo Land was really good and it would benefit from like multiplayer. I know it would be a lot difficult to put everything on one console, but I think it would still I would still buy it. I will 100% buy it, and like I know a couple of friends would 100% buy it from the get-go. Or like a Nintendo Land 2, like I think it was really, really good. And then also showcasing a Metroid Prime 4, but I guess they're saving that for another day, and that's just... I'm meh about it personally. But yeah, no, it was pretty mid. I wasn't expecting the Thousand Year Door remaster. Honestly, I mean, everyone was asking for it, so there was that. But yeah, no, it was still pretty mid. I wasn't expecting DLC for Zelda or Pikmin 4, which both games I beat, and I know that Zelda, with the newest report, was not going to get DLC announcement because one, it was still too early, and people were still asking for it. But Pikmin 4, I would love DLC for it, but I know it's also way too early for that. Any of your hopes that you were hoping for, Frog, or you didn't? Detective Pikachu 2 is getting a lot more marketing, which I'm glad that it's more marketing than the first one. It's still a little bit confusing, but it still explains what the game is. I think they just keep reusing the same kind of like stuff for it. Like, there's not much to add outside of what they initially said. So that's why it's just like, it's meh, really. I'm glad it's getting marketing, but that's it, really. What's your controversial take? I'm dying to hear it. Oh, Dragon Monsters demo is up. Oh, I need to get those, because I am the Dragon. I might be streaming Dragon Warrior Monsters later today, And I know that me, Will, and Jamie are super excited for that one coming out. I'm pre-ordering that. I feel like the current era of Nintendo is the way Microsoft and Sony were in PS3 and Xbox 3. Or Master First generation than the rest. I will debate on you on that one. I don't think they're the Microsoft and Sony, because there are like, there's always massive first-party games. Like, there's a lot of massive first-party games in this generation. So there's like Breath of the Wild, and then Tears of the Kingdom for one thing. There's Mario Odyssey, and then there's like Pikmin 4, and then there's like Luigi's Mansion 3, and then there's like and Splatoon 2 and 3. Like, there's a lot of first-party games. They spread them out pretty sparingly, is what I would say. I'm glad that a lot of third parties are getting third-party support, for one thing. I will say though, Frog, I don't fully like this era of Nintendo, mate, for one specific reason. It's mainly because of their third-party, or I wouldn't say third-party, second-party spin-off games kind of thing. Like, well, like, you know, like the Mario Strikers or like the tennis games, for example. It's very clear that Nintendo puts a lot of its ace development on the big games, like the big games, and it shows a lot of creativity, and I like it. But when it comes to spin-off games, remasters, something like the Metroid Prime remaster, this Thousand Door remaster, it seems like they put a lot of effort onto the graphics and somewhat stuff, but they don't do too much outside of that. They just do kind of the bare minimum to make it a re-release. And with the releases of like the, what was it, the like I mentioned, like Strikers or soccer and stuff like that, they released the game, but they don't support it. Like Mario Party Superstars or Super Mario Party would have sold like Mario Party Deluxe if they kept updating, free updates, or even paid, I would say paid DLC for Superstars. Mario Super Party Superstars would have like been sold like just as big as like maybe Mario Kart by now or something. I don't know. And that's where I'm more gypped by Nintendo's development, because they clearly have a team for big Nintendo games, but when it comes to like the spin-offs and secondary stuff, they kind of just do the bare minimum and leave it like that. I agree. It's clear that the Ace team is but a big, because look at Tears game. Yeah, no, I mean, like with Splatoon, Tears of the Kingdom, like any of that stuff. I mean, I'm a big Pikmin fan, and Pikmin 4 really does have like that whole thing. Because every other game has been mid. Game's pretty fresh. I wouldn't say they abandoned it. Like here's the thing, Frog. If you really think about it, the Donkey Kong Country games, which is what a lot of people grew up with, never was fully developed by Nintendo internally. They were always by a secondary company, which is like, yeah, no, like if you think about it, Rare was the only ones who developed Donkey Kong Country, but then there was like Retro Studios who took over for Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. See, Nintendo itself never developed any of the Donkey Kong Country games. And if you really think about it, I don't know what their planning is with the Donkey Kong Country. It could be that maybe they want Retro and like those companies to really work on it, because they're the ones who really know the Donkey Kong Country games. But as you know, Retro Studios is mainly working on Metroid Prime 4, and Rare is obviously with Microsoft, and all the original devs from Rare are in their own separate company with Team 17. So honestly,
I get why they may not be much on the Donkey Kong Country side, which I am a fan of Donkey Kong Country, so don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's just Nintendo being like not using all their resources to utilize for said games. Like I swear to you, if Nintendo utilized more of their assets or hired more companies, people, gave them more freedom to do like the games that, or more people to do some of the stuff that they want to do or people are asking for, they'd probably be making way more money now than ever before. But they're taking it very slowly, which is also why I think like this era is a bit hard to defend, because our culture in gaming has definitely changed over the past like 10 years or so, and I don't think it's for the better, because we expect games to come out regularly. The last few Pokemon games have been horrible. I love Scarlet Violet top 3. Paper, they're the best games. Oh, on paper, yeah. See, Pokemon is a little bit different, Frog. And like hear me out for this one. Like, hear me out. I agree with you. Scarlet and Violet is one of my top Pokemon games now, because after playing the story and I want to play the DLC later, it is a great Pokemon game. I will say that. All right, I just want to be like that, despite all the glitches. Here's the thing, and I know this for a fact, so you can also look it up for you too, Frog. Pokemon games are honestly a very weird subject. And yeah, it's stretched dev teams with small release windows, and I honestly wish they didn't announce Generation 9 as early as they did. I am in the ballpark of, if they were to be like, oh, every 5 years, a new Pokemon generation, every 5 years, I wouldn't complain a single bit. I would just be like, oh, more time to play and get through this generation of game as my own leisure, and then get through the DLC. Yeah. They were having a long time. They were reports of that. But Pokemon is not actually Nintendo's fault at the most part. Because, like, here's the thing. The Pokemon rights as a franchise is such a mess of copyrights and ownership that you can't say it's like, yeah, it's more so Pokemon Company. I wouldn't say Game Freak. It was partly Game Freak because it's a Japanese culture like Nintendo, where they like to work in minimalistic and overworking areas. But I very much say it's Pokemon Company, because they are the company that says the merchandise and the Pokemon generation needs to come out every 2-3 years. We cannot have the same things, because it's gonna get old, it's gonna get fast. It's like, then if you're gonna say you want that, how about have Game Freak develop a new generation every 5 years? Like, I even said, like, Pokemon Company could literally hire 20, 30, 50, 40 dev team people to just strictly balance Pokemon everything, and Game Freak can just help develop it. Like, they could just do balancing only. And then there is like, Pokemon Company can then be like, okay, if Game Freak develops a new generation every 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years, then in those, like, every year you can just have a spin-off game. Pokemon Arceus, in a sense, it's the main game, but you could just be like, 1 year is Pokemon Arceus, like a 2 year, 3 years from then it's like, I would have been fine with that. It's not a new game, but it's a heck of a different game. Or like more spin-off games, Poke Park, Mystery Dungeon, puzzles, Pokemon Rumble. Like, you could clearly make more spin-off games, or more of the Let's Go games. I don't care. Even remakes could be considered part of this. I wouldn't care. As long as you give Game Freak and others more time to develop the games, that's where my stance is that it's more so a Pokemon Company that is causing all the burnout and all the problems, and they're starting to fully realize
after literally 3 generations of Pokemon games and actual complaints. Like, it's finally time that they finally are starting talking about it. But they need to really be like, this is a game series you cannot rush every 2-3 years now. Maybe back in the day with all the pixel art and stuff like that, you could have. But this is new. This is 3D. This is different expectations, different cultures. So you cannot keep doing the way you are now. You have to adapt and go with new things. Keep a team core for next game and an ace team that is the core team generation core. Then there's small team spin-offs. Yeah, no, like I like, if you were like to be like every year is a Pokemon game, I was like, as long as the new generation is every like 5 years or something, I would be like, okay. I wouldn't complain. Well, I would complain like if there's not my favorite spin-off games, of course. But it would be like, yeah, you can make a different Pokemon. You can even make a mobile app. You can make a Pictocross, like what they did with the 3DS and DS. It's like, there are a lot of options of Pokemon games. You can make even Pokemon trading card games again. Like, there are a lot of options for Pokemon games. I don't think a Pokemon game every year is worth, for a couple reasons, because I don't want to be like Call of Duty. But as long as you have a variety of teams working on different types of Pokemon games and doing their own spin on it per se, I wouldn't mind just different games, as long as it's like the major generation change is given many years to develop and like polish. Like, if I got like a mystery dungeon next year, Pokemon Rumble, Pokemon Snap, and then the next generation or something like that, then it'd be like, okay, fine. I wouldn't be complaining. I mean, like, yeah, there's like there's like still other games I would try, but yeah, no, it would still fit what I would like. So very much like, it is a very much needs to be discussed development cycle, which I honestly don't think is gonna be fully implemented. I'm pretty sure they're already starting to work on the next generation and probably trying to announce it by next year, because that's how the Pokemon company is. But if they delay it for till like, I would say like 2027, I would be honestly be okay with that. A lot of people disagree with me, but I truly believe what happened in Cyberpunk PR and Cyberpunk 2077. Oh no, CDPR and then Cyberpunk 2077 truly changed the landscape of history. Tell me I'm making excuses, but I truly be. I would argue with that, Frog, is that the landscape of the industry has changed earlier than Cyberpunk 2077. Is 2077 helped give into the limelight of what the industry is? And I this is coming from someone who I actually studied and learned about the industry. The industry has been lagging behind a lot. It's just that a lot of PR, a lot of like other stuff has been covered, and not many people were able to speak out due to higher powers forcing them not to, scared of losing their jobs, etc. It's just now they're starting to speak out about it, which is now changing for the better. Is it going to change right away? Not really. But the industry has been like this for like ever. If you really think about it, like the 2000s was one of the worst eras of the industry because of just how quickly they had to pull out games. Because when you look deeper into what happened to it, there was a lot of issues with people pulled funding investors. That's just, yeah,
it is just a lot more of noticing on that frog. So I would say it's definitely brought more into limelight. Cyberpunk 2077 definitely helped bring more of those issues into the limelight, which I'm glad people are starting to notice. But it kind of took a little bit too long. I agree with your sentiment on it. Yeah, like if you think about it, so like if you think about like Metroid Prime, for example, I like it came to light not too long ago where original developers of Metroid Prime 1 and 2 at least were said that their work place was so bad, like I think even health-wise, it was killing them. Like this is like a guy who I learned from industry where the 2000s, like where a lot of people not only lost sleep, health, overwork, and all that stuff mentally, some people lost their relationships in a lot of this stuff too, and they can't really speak up about it, or like if they speak up it now, it's like it's kind of late for it. So yeah, it's one of those, like, it's unfortunate. I wish it was brought up sooner, but now things are coming into the limelight. So dangerous practices that should never be replicated or talked about again. Well, I wouldn't say talked about, but more so like dangerous stuff that should never be replicated ever. Like, the industry is a dangerous place, and if you're not in control of it, then you may risk a lot more than just your health. Not much there. Oh, but yeah, I've done a lot of like looking into the game industry, and I still have wants to go into the game industry. Obviously there's a lot to go after it, and it's gonna be very, very difficult, but hey, you know what? I'm working on other stuff too in the meantime. Work on my own game and everything. I will not reveal it on stream, but I know I'm working on my own stuff. I wish the industry was a better place. There are some truly gems and amazing games simply abandoned and forgotten about. I'm worried about Microsoft buying it. I wouldn't say so. I mean, Microsoft back then is different than Microsoft now. I am more inclined to be supportive of the idea. I'm not the biggest fan of monopolies, but I'm still supporting the idea for a couple reasons. Is that one, well, Activision and Blizzard are one of the most notorious places to work for because of how toxic the place is and how a lot of the higher ups are still working at that place. So one,
Microsoft will help make it a better place, hopefully. That's my hope. And also let go of all those like notoriously evil people, because they are clearly just trying to make as much money as possible and get out before the reputation is even worse. And then IPs being essentially killed. Microsoft has been very not as handholdy as they were with like Rare back in the day. So I trust Microsoft now more than I did back then. I definitely think like Microsoft can help like some development cycles on like some of the major games on Blizzard, like Overwatch and stuff like that, because clearly there is some management problems right there and then. The whole Overwatch fiasco right now. Yeah, definitely better place on it. It seems a better. When they bought Bethesda, I feel like they learned from mistakes. Yeah, no, like definitely way better. Like the industries from 2000s are definitely different than how they are now. So Microsoft buying Bethesda was really much of a okay. Microsoft kind of just made Bethesda's games more so on their platforms. So I'm just like, that's really all they changed in my head. Like when they bought like Bethesda, I was like, okay, so that means like Starfield and like the next Elder Scrolls game is gonna be really on the Xbox console / PC. Really, it's not much gonna be on the Sony console. Potentially, they probably will eventually, but not right away. I honestly, one thing I wish Microsoft does with Activision is like they stop doing a yearly release of Call of Duty. Like it is they really need to be like take a break and like actually develop other other games other than the Call of Duty, or retreading old grounds and stuff like that. Also, speaking of Bethesda, God, they're starting to work on Elder Scrolls. I think they're actually now out of pre-production and actually in alpha production and stuff like that. It's just like, why did you announce it 5 years ahead of this? Like, yeah, we announced it that we have plans for it. Clearly it's not gonna be anything big, and I'm just like, it's such a stupid thing to do. And I'm not, this is one thing I'm like mainly saying for like any developer. So even Nintendo's at fault for this. It's like, don't announce games so early. Like, well, it's like, it's really hard to stop. Like, I would say like, do that only on the off chance of like, if you have the game coming out within the next 4 years kind of thing, 3-4 years. And I'll be like, okay, announcing that early is fine, but taking like announcing it early and not talking about it ever again, or even then it's like not even like talking and not even releasing it until like 5-6 years later, and it's like, bleh.
That's 2016 stupid. Yeah, like I was like, they announced it back in 2016. Oh, that means they're in early pre-production, right? No, like 3 years ago, they were says like, yeah, we haven't even started much on it, and then literally like earlier this year, they were like, we're now actually out of pre-production, and I'm just like, it took you guys years to finally get out of that. I mean, I get it like for Starfield, but that is extremely arrogant planning. Like, no, that there's nothing I could do to like back you up on that. Like, that was extremely stupid to announce a game that you were like, you're just getting into a bit into production. No. Like, again, if the game was like, if the game wasn't already in pre-production or like getting into production, then it would be like relatively okay. Then it'd just be like, it's just like Zelda or Metroid Prime. You're barely talking about it. I'm more annoyed, but yeah, very arrogant planning. But it could have been public stunt to get fan benefits with you. Here's the thing. That's a good thing only at the beginning. But here's the other thing, is that because it took so long and it now official reports of them actually starting, I feel like the investors are now backing out because they just took too long about it. That's where I'm just like, it's not smart because you now lost funding. But I guess like now because they bought by Microsoft, now they can actually kind of be like willy-nilly being like, oh, we got Microsoft doing all this stuff. Yeah, some of the people are reacting to Nintendo Direct on Twitter now. It's a tougher situation. Realistically, though, the best thing they could do is just release Call of Duty, just a single game that's constantly updated, kept from scratch, keeping generation every year. That's kind of Warzone though, Frog. They clearly just want to keep releasing a new one, and that's just on Activision's sense. One thing though with Call of Duty is that they should release the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Remastered campaign at least. If they do like 2 multiplayer and 3 multiplayer like they did with 1, but better multiplayer, it would have been fine. But they need to release the called Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. I know it is there because there's so many proof. There's so much proof that Call of Duty 2 and 3 were already done well before the pandemic happened. Because Call of Duty 2 Modern Warfare Remastered had like 2018 references and stuff like that. That means 3 is already there. And so that's one thing I want them to release. Second thing is like, yeah, they don't need to do it every single year. Like, I don't think a franchise needs to be out every single year. They can make some time for it, or like better development of it. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm just like, it's, well, good morning, James. I'm not gonna stay on for too much longer, just FYI, just chatting with it.
Just chatting with Frog and everything. Yeah, but I enjoy Call of Duty during the era of like the 2000s, where it was like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. Like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was like one of the biggest, like I consider that my big M-rated first-person shooter game. Like I would say like big M-rated game anyway, because I know I played Halo 1 and Halo 2, but I don't consider those like M-rated games. They're more like teen, but I get it. They're like soft M's, while Call of Duty is more of like the actual M-rated hard and everything. So yeah, I think a lot of companies can learn from Halo games. No Man's Sky was a complete nightmare, didn't man. Yeah, no, a lot of companies should be like No Man, like Hello Games. Well, yeah, No Man's Sky had such a redemption arc, and I'm glad it does. I've been looking for like some pieces, and specific pieces really, for a while now. I'm just like, ugh. I think I'm just like, lack of sleep is starting to get to me. So there's that. No, I slept. It's just I woke up early. I slept late and woke up early just so that I can stream the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct was mid. Have you watched it, James? Because there are some games that definitely. There's apparently F-Zero. There's F-Zero 99 that's just released now, and all Nintendo Online players can get it right now. I dare you to play that, James. Let's see how you do. Fair against all the strong F-Zero individuals. Keep up with news, nerd. Hope Frog, by the way, your sleep schedule has been fixed, because I heard from like Skull your sleep schedule. You were still streaming pretty late, because it was like afternoon during my time and you were still streaming. I was genuinely surprised. Hope your sleep schedule has gotten better. Kirby's mostly done anyway. I'm on American time right now. That just means, Frog, you gotta move to America now. One of us, one of us. Just gotta move to America time now. Oh, looks like the Nintendo Direct in Japan slightly showed more of the Mario RPG, where you can actually go back to like old sound effects, looks like.
America, land of the cab. I'll fix it eventually.
Yeah. Hope we do, man. Or just move to America. You don't have to fix it. You just have to move to America right now.
Fix my sleeping pattern equals $0. Move to US equals.
Nah, you're just putting logic into it now, Frog. Just illegally immigrate to America and live at someone's house.
I'm checking my emails. Gotta work on stuff. No worries. I'm just checking my emails right now and checking on what's on Twitter. But yeah, no, I'm definitely like getting slightly sleepy, so I'm probably am gonna call it here. Yeah, I'll see ya, Frog. I'll see ya, James. Take care, you guys. Might stream later today again. Only if Jamie and Will are available today. Both of them should be. But if not, well then I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming again later today, but probably tomorrow, because this puzzle right here should be more like, again, this is my desk and I need to clean this up later. So what my plan is to finish this up by this weekend, showcase the picture, and then undo it and put it into the box again later. Like, because there's not much space on my desk anymore. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna, before I do anything on this, I'm gonna try to reorganize the puzzle pieces so it'd be a lot easier for me to grab certain things. So that's probably what I'm gonna try to aim for. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to also do it like this way, because this lengthwise is clearly not gonna work for my desk, at least this lengthwise. So I'm gonna rework it later. Anyway, I hope all take care. thanks for joining. For those who came in and everything, hope everyone has a good rest of your day, night, wherever you guys are. Sleep well, take it easy. Yeah, and I hope everyone enjoyed the direct to some degree at least. Have a good night, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later for sure. Everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on another stream of mine or someone else's. Catch you later.